Hello guys, let's continue with differentiation. So we have a question here. The question asks you to differentiate these few things, right? And in the video before, in differentiation 4, we learned bracket method. So when you want to differentiate this, y equals to 4 2x minus 1 to the power of 3, you realize that you cannot expand this, so obviously we would use bracket method. So you can straight away do dy dx equals to 4, just leave the 4 there. You can bring the 3 in front, right? 2x minus 1 to the power of 2, and then you have to differentiate the inside. 2x minus 1 you differentiate, you get 2, right? You put the 2 there, and then you can multiply all this, so you get dy dx equals to 24 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. Yeah, that should be the answer, right? That is dy dx. Perfect. So bracket method is kind of good, right? But can we use bracket method for question B here, right? We cannot use bracket method because there is an x outside of the bracket, right? So we cannot use bracket method, right? But luckily you see in this question, right, the power is only 2, right? Therefore we can expand this, right? Since we cannot use bracket method, we expand it and then we differentiate it, right? So it remains y equals to x times, when you expand this, you're gonna get 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. I hope you know how to expand that, right? And times the x inside, so you get y equals to 4x to the power of 3 minus 4x to the power of 2 plus x, right? And now we can do the normal differentiation method, the basic one. So we can do dy dx equals to 4x to the power of 3 will become 12x to the power of 2 minus 8x plus 1. Very easy, right? But because there was an x outside, we cannot use bracket method. Therefore, we expanded everything and did our differentiation as usual, right? But then guys, there's a question C here, right? And in question C, right, we also have x outside, so we cannot use bracket method. We cannot use bracket method, right? At the same time, the power here is 3, right? In earlier videos I told you, in SPM level, if the power is 3 or more than 3, right, we say that we cannot expand also. So we cannot use bracket method and we cannot expand. Then what we're gonna do here, guys, right? We have to use a new method, and that new method must use a new method which we call product method ataupun kaedah hasil darab, right? It is the only method that we can use to do questions that we cannot use bracket method and cannot expand like this, right? We have to use product method. Let's see how the product method works, right? That I copied the same question, right? Let's look at how the product method works, right? In my notes, product method I sometimes call PM, right? Right, so how product method works is like this. First of all, we only use product method when it is absolutely necessary, which means that we have to try to avoid product method whenever we can, because product method is long and time consuming. You only use it when you have to, right? So like this question, we have to use product method, and what we do is we assume y is equals to u times v, which means that we are taking u as x and v as 2x minus 1 to the power of 3, right? And then guys, what we do is we differentiate them individually. See, when u is x, find the du dx. Du dx is just like dy dx. So du dx will be 1. Here find the dv dx. So dv dx will be 3. 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. Differentiate the inside, you get 2. So what you get here is 6. 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. That's dv dx. Right. After finding du dx and dv dx, guys, right, we have to use the formula. Right. To do product method, there is a formula, right? The formula to find dy dx, and the formula is dy dx equals to v du dx plus u dv dx, where this is v, this is u, this is du dx, this is dv dx, right? So write down the formula. Make sure you write down the formula every time you do this. That's a requirement for SPM. You must write down the formula, right? And then substitute everything inside. So what you get is dy dx equals to v is 2x minus 1 to the power of 3. Du dx is 1 plus u is x. dv dx is this, which is 6. 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. Yes, in the beginning, it all will seem very long and complicated, but seriously guys, you will get used to it. You need practice, you will get used to it. I will be showing a lot of examples so you can practice using them, right? You will get used to it. So the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to like beautify it a bit. For example, when this is times by 1, we can leave it as 2x minus 1 to the power of 3. No need to write 1. Plus this will be 6x 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. You see, up to this point, it's quite simple, straightforward, right? At this point, things get a bit complicated, right? How do you simplify this, right? You see, usually in product method, the only way we can simplify things is by factorizing. You see, let's take the plus sign as the middle, right? You look at this side, the yellow side, and the other side, we take it as the blue side, right? You check and see what are the similar things that we can factorize, right? And then we take them out, put outside here, right? And then write down what will be left inside a bracket, which means that the yellow side, what is left on the yellow side is here, what is left at the blue side is that, right? So when you look at that, right, you can see the similar things on both sides will be 2x minus 1. Here we have to the power of 3, here we have to the power of 2. So we can take out 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. Here we'll be left with just 2x minus 1 to the power of 1. That one we can quite simply write as 2x minus 1, right? On the other side, this 2x minus 1 to the power of 2 won't be there anymore. So we will be left with 6x, right? Now what we do, we leave this here, 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. We solve what is in the bracket here. 6x plus 2x, you get 8x minus 1, and that will be the dy dx, guys. And you see the final answer is so beautiful, right? This can only be done using the product method. You cannot do it any other way, right? Yes guys, so I'll see you in the next video. I will be showing more examples for product method, right? Thank you for watching, guys.